So what about just building your own characters and 3D creatures and stuff like that and environments? So this is kind of more of the fun part. You can see here are some of my goofy little sketches. So it's like I like to draw. So I like to just draw all sorts of characters, different things. So before you even get into the whole aspect of modeling anything, I would say draw it first. And you don't have to be a great drawer. It doesn't matter. It can be a stick figure. I draw really goofy stuff, but some things I just draw really quickly, like this. Look at this. This is a fun little creature of some sort. So what if we wanted to turn this into like some sort of 3D model? It gets a little complicated now. There's a lot of tools out there that will generate 3D models from a drawing. So one is, I'm going to take a screenshot of this and I'm going to show you one. One is called Meshy. So we'll go into Meshy.AI and we'll see if we can turn that into something. So Meshy.AI has an image to 3D capability, and you just go in here and you find your drawing. So let's see. I took a screenshot of it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them are subscription based, but there are some that are for the 3D generation. I think most of them are subscription based. For image generation now, if you go into Chrome browser, it's like you can generate your image. You go into Microsoft Outlook. Yeah, it's like it's so it's free in that respect. Some things are free, some aren't. So a lot of the 3D generation ones are subscription based. Let me take that screenshot again. I don't think it took this creature. So, and a lot of these models are coming from research papers or they're being developed by Meta or Microsoft or Google. They'll have a research team, and the research team will come up with a new way to generate something they'll send out a paper. I have a list of papers if you guys are interested in looking at what a research paper looks like. I have a list of those. And that will be available to everybody to use. So there's one called Rodin by Microsoft. Another one is Sam 3D that Meta just released. Though they open up their research, so you can see the process. You can go on the GitHub, you can see the code. And so if you go to a place like Meshy, this one, what this is basically like a shell, and it's a shell environment, a shell web application, and they're using research, and they may have a relationship where they asked or maybe they're paying for that research, and then this is a business where now they're generating income by letting other people use this 3D generation. And sometimes a lot of these companies are actually using a tool like ChatGPT to build their whole infrastructure to connect with the research. And that's why you kind of see this like kind of like enormous kind of growth in this area. This is where the bubble is growing with AI. Everybody's creating their own tool now, but the source of it, it's all coming from a small amount of research and a small amount of models. So here I'm going to hit generate for my creature, and it's going to say task completed successfully. I know, I'm sorry if it's just too tiny. Let me see if I can make it bigger. It's generating here, 1923. Let's see. I generated a couple ones. The flying thing that I showed earlier that got totally erased is right here. So I still have them here. We'll generate the creature though, and we'll bring it into Blender so you can actually see what it is. Now these are using particular file formats. So there are like I think it's like the GLTF file format or GLB. So here, look at this guy. I think what it does is it first will generate the 3D model, and then it'll say, well, hey, do you want to texture it? And you'll say, okay, but texturing is going to cost you like 20 more tokens. So they're going to get you for something. So not too bad. So that actually came up pretty good. So I think it has a couple things in here. So you can say, okay, I want to texture it. 10 tokens. So they know yeah. I mean, and it's like I have 147 tokens, and I just think I think I got a discount. It's $20 a month, but it gave me a $10 discount. But I might eat up my tokens like in a couple days. And so you have to go back in, you give it more money, and it's like, let's see, is it doing it? Yeah, now it's texturing it. It has a rigging capability. I didn't even know it did that, and a remesh capability. So those are good things. Now when you ask me if there was free tools, there are actually free tools. I'll show you the free route, but it's more work. But yeah, but you can get there with using your own craftsmanship and knowledge of software. You can get there. And so it's thinking, it's doing its thing. So I'll show you the other path to take with this.